China Ambassador Huang Xilian on Tuesday clarified that their Coast Guard did not block the humanitarian supply of the Philippine Coast Guard to Ayungin Shoal. Margot Gonzales reports.
There are still talks about the tension between the Philippines and China after the water cannon incident that happened weeks ago, while the Philippine Coast Guard, or PCG, was on its way for its resupply mission near Ayungin Shoal. Chinese Ambassador Huang Xilian, in a media interview during the 9th Manila Forum on China-Philippines Relations in Quezon City, clarified the special arrangement for the humanitarian supply of the PCG for its troops to BRP Sierra Madre. He said that the resupply mission was not a problem and that the Chinese Coast Guard did not block the Philippines from doing so.
I think the China Coast Guard has just issued one statement in response to the latest developments. This statement might be helpful for you to understand what has happened. I think my information secretary might be sharing this with you. What I want to emphasize is that there has never been problem with the delivery of humanitarian supplies because there is a special arrangement for such.
The Chinese ambassador stressed that the problem was the lack of coordination for the transport of building materials to BRP Sierra Madre. However, he assured that they had already communicated closely with the parties involved.
The problem was with the transportation of large scale of building materials. I think that's so far what I can share with you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That there was construction materials?
Thank you so much. We have communicated very closely with parties concerned on this. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Ambassador Huang assures China's commitment to strengthen its dialogue with the Philippines when it comes to maritime disputes.
China and the Philippines have differences on the maritime issues, including the Renaijiao, or what is called the second commercial reef. So we should faithfully implement the important consensus reached between our two presidents during his visit to China, and to manage the waterway issues well. The Chinese side has repeatedly expressed our willingness to properly handle existing differences with the Philippines through bilateral dialogue and consultation. So we hope that the Philippine side will work with the Chinese side in the same direction, so that to strengthen the dialogue and consultation over maritime disputes.
The ambassador also hopes that China can strengthen its relationship with other neighboring countries in Asia. He also expressed confidence that Asian countries can maintain peace in the South China Sea.
We hope that we can strive to reach a regional norm that is effective, substantive, and in line with international law, including the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. And China believes that China and ASEAN countries, we are capable and wise enough to maintain peace and stability in the South China Sea and build their common home. And you mentioned the name of few countries, so I would like to also take this opportunity to remind everyone to draw your attention that the United States and some other forces wish nothing but chaos in the South China Sea.
Meanwhile, Ambassador Huang in his speech talked about the three forward-looking initiatives being pushed by China to achieve world modernization. One is the GSI, or Global Security Initiative, GDI, or Global Development Initiative, and the GCI, or the Global Civilization Initiative.
The concept of building a community with a shared future for mankind, and the three global initiatives are fundamentally different from traditional Western theorem on international relations. It shows that China will never follow the path of hegemony and power politics, protecting one's own security at the expenses of the security of others, provoking separatism and confrontation, or China will never follow the path of the hegemony and power politics, protecting one's own security at the expenses of the security of others. Instead, China will always be a builder of world peace, a contributor to global development, and a defender of international order.
For God and my beloved Philippines, this has been Margot Gonzales, SMN News.